Hi, I'm Ramgopal from presentationprocess.com. In this video, you will learn how to explain a math equation using morph transition in PowerPoint. This video is quite useful for teachers. I have a huge respect for teachers. Whatever we are is because of our teachers. One of the teachers, who is also our YouTube subscriber, has asked a very important question as a comment to one of the videos that I posted. This was the video that I posted the day before, and the comment that this teacher made was, his name is Derive Chatterjee. He said, "Sir, I want to give a PowerPoint presentation on a plus b the whole cube equals a cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube before my students in school, but I failed to do this. Please help me. I am so inspired from your tutorials that I attempt to present PowerPoint presentation to my students in the classroom." Essentially, Mr. Debranjan wanted to explain a plus b whole cube equation using PowerPoint morph transition. How do I say morph transition? That is because he wrote it here saying that he wants to do it using morph transition. So this video is going to show you how exactly to achieve that. Let us see how to explain that equation. First, let us take a cube. The length, the breadth, and the height of the cube is S. S is the side, and you know that the volume formula is length into breadth into height, which is S into S into S equals S cube. Now, instead of having the side as one length, if we were to divide it into two unequal parts, like this, then you can see that S now is nothing but a combination of A and B. That is, the length is A plus B, breadth is A plus B, and the height is A plus B. So naturally, if you were to multiply the length by breadth by height, you get A plus B the whole cube. So far, we have understood what we are trying to show as equation. So the first part is ready, which is the left side of the equation, which is A plus B cube. Now let us break this down and see how to derive the formula for A plus B cube. First, I am going to pull this one cube out, and you know that the length, breadth, and height of this is A into A into A, which is A cube. You can see that this is A into A, but this is B in length, because we saw that S is nothing but, that is, the side is nothing but A plus B. Since we have pulled out the A, it is B here, so A into B. Now we have got similar pieces on all three sides. Now if we pull out these pieces for visual clarity, you will get something like this. This piece has the volume of A squared B, and this one has A squared B, and this one has A squared B. So we totally have 3 A squared B's here. So we have got our volume here as 3A squared B. Excellent. Now we are going to mark out this piece here. So we are going to mark out with this color. You can see that this length is B, breadth is A, and then the height is B. Now let us pull this out, and you can see that this is nothing but AB square in terms of volume. Now let us mark this piece here. You can see that this is A, and this is B, and this is B, and now this is also nothing but AB square. And now let us mark this piece here. This is B, and the height is A. And now let us move this out, and it is AB square, which is volume. Now the volume here is 3 times AB square. Now the next and final piece is like this, where you can see that all that is left now is B by B by B, which is nothing but B cube. So if I were to take all these pieces together like this, you would be able to get the equation, which is A cube plus 3A squared B plus 3AB squared plus B cube, which is nothing but A plus B cube. How's that for explanation? Can you see the power of PowerPoint morph transition in explaining an equation in such a beautiful way? All we have done is we have taken one cube, we broke it down into individual pieces, and we measured the dimensions. In the process, we have been able to prove this beautiful equation. Now, let me show you the mechanics behind how to create this so that you too can create something as beautiful as this. Here I am on a new slide. The first thing I'm going to do is to go to Auto Shapes Gallery. I'm going to go to Basic Shapes and I'm going to pick up this one called as Cube Shape. I'm going to click on that one. I'm going to hold the Shift button down as I draw a perfect square. I'm going to go to Format and ensure that the height and width are 1 each. So I'm going to say 1 and I'm going to say 1 here. This is a manageable size so that when we break things down, you would be able to have enough space. So that is all there is to it. I'm going to select this and press Ctrl D and I'm going to place this in front of the previous cube. I'm going to press Ctrl D and you can see that the next cube is in front of it. So you just need to make sure that everything is organized properly, because this is one time that you're going to organize all these pieces properly. So you need to ensure that you take utmost care and everything needs to align beautifully. So that is the first bit. I'm going to select all this and I'm going to press Ctrl G. Now I'm going to make a copy of this by pressing Ctrl D. And I'm going to place this right next to the earlier group. I'm going to press Ctrl D once again and I have placed it exactly next to the previous group. Now we have got one layer in place. Now make sure that everything is proper. Then you select everything, right click and say group, so that we have got our group this way. Now I'm going to press Ctrl D and I'm going to place this on top of the earlier group. Now I'm going to press Ctrl D again and it is placed on top of the earlier group. Now that we have got this in place, we need to ensure that everything is ungrouped. So I'm going to select all the items. I'm going to right click group and say ungroup, and I'm going to do that once more because we have got two types of groups here. So I'm going to say ungroup once again. And now when I select everything and when I right click, you can see that there is no option for ungroup. So that means everything is in its individual elements. Now this is beautiful. Now when I select everything, go to shape fill and give it a gray color, and when I remove the outline, the end result will look something like this. As you can see here, this is nothing but the individual pieces of cube that we have put together. Now from here on, all we need to do is to create a duplicate of this slide and then mark the individual cubes. So I'm going to open the thumbnails view here. I'm going to duplicate this slide by right clicking and saying duplicate slide. And in this case, I'm going to represent this piece in a different color, like say orange color. And I'm going to have these two pieces in blue color. And I'm going to do the same thing for the other two pieces as well. As you can see, this is in blue color and I'm going to have this in blue color. Now we have got this. Naturally, we can label this as this is A and this is B and this is B and this is B. I'm not going to label all that, and all that is required for you to label is just go here and then write something like A and then use a font which is big enough, like say around 24, and then you can use it to label each of the sides. I'm not really going to go into that because it's a fairly simple thing to do. Now I'm going to go to transitions and I'm going to apply morph transition. I'm going to change the duration of the morph transition from the default 2 seconds to 1 second, because the explanation really would take way too long if I have 2 seconds duration for the morph transition. Now we have got this in place. Now I'm going to duplicate the slide by right clicking and saying duplicate slide. And this time I'm going to pull this one out here and I'm going to write my text here, which says volume equals A cube. So I'm going to say A3, and in case you don't know how exactly to write A cube, here is the trick. You hold the shift button down as you select only that 3 number, then you go to the font group here and then say superscript and then say OK, and now you can see that it is now converted into A cube. Now the way this would play out is from the first slide, let us go to the slideshow mode. You can see that the next slide is shown and you can see that the color coding is done, and then we have one of the pieces coming out and we have the label given here for the volume. Now, the next step is to pull out these pieces. Before that, we need to ensure that they are all labeled properly. So I'm going to go to the text box tool and I'm going to give the label as A, and I'm going to increase the font size to 24, and the dimensions are going to be labeled like this. You can see that this is A, which is the height here of the blue piece, and I'm going to have the same label given to the breadth as well, and then the length is B. And of course, if you want to give this a contrasting color, font color, you can give this white color. I'm assuming that you will do the same thing for the remaining pieces as well. And once this is done, I'm going to right click and say duplicate slide, and I'm going to take this piece with the label. You can see that I'm selecting the pieces and the label together, and I'm going to move this over here. The same way, I'm going to pick up these pieces and I'm going to move this over here. I'm going to pick up these pieces, I'm going to move them over here. I'm going to assume that you've already labeled them like the way that I have done here. Now let us go to slide number 3 and see how this moving of the pieces happens. This is how it is. On a click, you can see that the pieces are coming out. Now I'm going to duplicate the slide, and in the next step, I'm going to have these ones marked in a different color, like say this kind of a green color, and I'm going to have them very neatly labeled. I'm going to right click, duplicate slide, and this time I'm going to have them move out like this with the corresponding labels. I'm going to duplicate this once again, and let us mark these pieces with the same green color, and I'm going to duplicate this slide, and I'm going to move these pieces out like this, of course with all the labels. And I'm going to duplicate this, and I'm going to have these pieces marked with the same green color. I'm going to duplicate this, and I'm going to have all these pieces move out like this, and then you say this is 3ab square, and this is 3a squared b, and then you label each of these as b into b into b, which is nothing but b cube. Now you will be able to derive it is a cube plus 3a squared b plus 3ab square plus b cube, and that is the formula for a plus b the whole cube. So that is how you create the whole thing. And if I were to see this, the way that we have created, this is how it is. We first colored, then we moved this piece, and then we labeled, and then we moved these pieces, then we labeled this, and then we moved it out, then we labeled this, and then moved it out, then we labeled this, and then moved it out, and then we labeled these elements, and then we will be able to have all those pieces moving into this direction, and then we will have the equation written. So that is how I created the beautiful visualization of a simple math equation. Now, if you're a teacher, trainer, professor, or anyone who is in the profession of teaching someone, then I highly recommend that you consider purchasing comprehensive all-in-one PowerPoint bundle. This bundle is a collection of more than 4020 premium PowerPoint templates that will allow you to communicate all kinds of concepts in a visually compelling way. We've got tons of trainers from across the world from different companies using comprehensive all-in-one PowerPoint bundle for their training programs. If you feel you would rather learn PowerPoint yourself than using templates, then you can always go for our Ramgopal's PowerPoint Mastery program. This is the program that I would recommend to you if you really want to be a badass in PowerPoint. If you want to master the basics of PowerPoint thoroughly, then I recommend you to go to our complete PowerPoint 2016 Masterclass course on Udemy. This is a course with 13.5 hours of on-demand video, and it is priced very, very low. And the reason why I got this here is so that you can understand the true power of PowerPoint and you also engage with our brand. This program is less than a month old. We already have 157 students enrolled in it, with an average rating of 4.8. That is a staggering rate, and you can see that pretty much every rating is 5-star. So you've got 3 options, which is all-in-one bundle or PowerPoint Mastery program or PowerPoint 2016 Masterclass. to help you take your PowerPoint skills to the next level. I will leave a link to all 3 products in the description box below the video. You can click on the link and explore more about those 3 options. Finally, if you want to receive exclusive PowerPoint tips and tricks that I share only with my email subscribers, please click on the link and join our newsletter called Success by PowerPoint. I'll see you in the next video.